Yo, it's starting to get to the point, bro, where every single streamer has to do something to taint their image, and it's getting crazy, man. I cannot even lie to you. Now, obviously, being in front of the camera, especially kind of like just living your life on camera, bro, your record isn't going to be clean at the end of the day, man. Like, these are young guys getting money, clout around the women, liquor, all of that, but mistakes are going to be made, bro. But it's like every single streamer just has to tarnish their record in some sort of way. And Silky was on a somewhat of a decent run, man. And now
What's
this,
poppin',
let's get
y'all?
into
We
it.
might have just witnessed a timeline assassination
Shout
of
out to
this
Hello Yazin
streamer
Extras.
because the former phase member, well, they're all former phase members now, Silky, he was in Mexico City, and I would play you guys the clip. It's going to be playing in the background of me talking because there's music, so you can see what's going on. But yeah, you see this guy's just losing it. He's in Mexico and he's driving mad. Now, you guys in Mexico City do be driving
And even if you do drive like this, why would you show it
in
though, man?
Mexico and he's driving mad. Now, you guys in Mexico City do be driving crazy. I'm not going to lie. The driving there, it's almost like there's not a regard for human life. I will say that driving there is not as bad as Atlanta. Atlanta had to have the worst drivers I've ever seen. I felt like I was at risk of my life and I was in the back seat of a car. Well, let alone, I wouldn't be hopping on that road anytime soon. So he's moving mad here, and this is really, really odd because he doesn't get banned. And a lot of people have gotten banned for far less. And he still hasn't gotten banned after we're going to go through everything I've gone through here. But despite him, just pulling a Chef G move, which he was doing the same thing on IG Live when he got his new no, it wasn't a G63. It was the it was the coupe. It was the GLE coupe. Yeah. The
Bro, you're essentially committing a crime, bro. Like I don't get it. Why is this generation so hellbent of turning on a camera to commit crimes? I don't understand it, bro.
AMG GLE coupe that he had when he was free, which he's not free anymore. So XQC is reacting to this, and he just goes ballistic on Silky.
Chat, is that AI or is that real? I mean, that's insane. Yo, it's just so fun. It's not fun at all. I mean, you know what's fun? Going on the track and pushing your vehicle to its limits, okay? And hearing the tires screech when you're at the fucking borderline limit of it spinning out, okay? That's fun.
Exactly. And I was literally going to mention Agent 000 is the one that seems like he has somewhat of a clean record. And when I say clean record, I'm not talking about like making certain jokes and da because I feel like everyone's going to do that, bro. But I feel like these men genuinely do things in that, bro, that if a regular everyday person did it, people would look at them weird. But because it's on camera, people see it as okay. But Agent Zero is a perfect example. He's been doing drifting streams and building cars and that, bro. He loves cars, but he always says when he's doing all of all the dangerous stuff, he goes to a track and that, fam. He gets his cars, goes to a track, does it the right way, fam. Like, I don't get it, bro. You literally have a source to go and do that. Like, you're putting yourself in danger, you're putting the people in the whip in danger, and everyone around you in danger as well, bro. Like, what we doing?
Endangering grandma, trying to make it to bingo, and endangering a family, trying to get back from work is insane. You're stupid as shit. There's nothing tough about this shit. This shit is cringe. It's cringe. Everyone says it's not cringe is cringe themselves. And I gotta be honest with you, I'm not even trying to be an offended Andy, but what is wrong with these people anyway? Like, that's awful.
What does that mean? Anyway, this is one time that I actually agree with XQC. That I don't think I've ever agreed with a point this guy has ever made. But this right here, I agree with him still.
It's true, but not everyone can go to the track. If you can afford a vehicle that goes that fast, if you can afford a license, and you can afford to risk a ticket of you doing this, you absolutely can go to the track. You haven't, I don't know where you live. If you don't live in a major city like LA or New York, you know how cheap it is to go to the track? It is cheap as fuck. It is so cheap. Yo, I live in bumfuck nowhere. The trek is so cheap, it's insane. I didn't even know it was like $100-something. That's crazy. You know how much this ticket is if you get caught doing this shit? Bro, you're cooked. Jesus Christ. No idea? You should try sometimes.
I said Jesus Christ.
Sometimes you should, if you have a disposable $100 or whatever, right? You should go, you know what? Today I'm bored. I'm gonna go to the track. That's what I did. So I did, and I kind of fell in love with it. I said, you know what? this.
Standard.
I'm not gonna explain it to anybody. Let's just go to the track and have some fun. And I really enjoy.
And that's what I'm saying. He really enjoyed it, bro. Because like the speed demon and that, bro, the thrill of it, man, the adrenaline rush, all of that, bro. But it should deter you when other people's lives are at risk, fam. Like that already, you should be like, whoa. Other people's lives are at risk. Yeah, I may not have ever crashed, but it's 1000% a possibility, bro. F1 drivers and all these different guys and that, bro, have accidents all the time, bro. You get what I'm trying to say? So you're no different, fam. You're not in control of all the variables that are going on around you and that, man. You get what I'm trying to say? Even this whip that you're controlling, in a split second, it can just completely turn. You get what I'm trying to say? So at the end of the day, calm, you love the thrill, all my day is going fast, dada. But as soon as other people's lives are in danger, if not your own, as soon as other people's lives become at risk and that, fam, that should already tell you from doing dumb stuff like this, fam. But people just don't have a thought, man. I don't know. Disappointed in Silky for this, man. No reason.
Billionaire ticket. People will take a ticket for speeding in the hundreds of dollars and will say you're out of touch for saying go to the track for $100.
Shut up.
So he's getting cooked, deservedly so.
Say you're
Listen to the donation, bruv. Perfectly in sync and that, bruv. Shut up.
out of touch for saying go to the track for $100.
Shut up.
So he's getting cooked, deservedly so. But first, we gotta break apart the argument that XQC is making here. Listen, man. Nobody's trying to hit the track. Like, the track is just lame. Like, yeah, what F1 drivers, NASCAR drivers, all that other stuff, what they're doing is sick. Like, they're racing against each other. It's really cool. But the reason why cutting up is fire. I don't drive like that. I care too much about my life, but I understand why people drive like that. It's because of the risk involved. Like, the risk is what makes it thrilling, not the fact.
Okay, Halo Yazin has been having some flipping points lately, bro, that have been rubbing me the wrong way. What the hell? No one's trying to go to the track once
that, like, for
someone's
example,
life is in danger, apart from your own, bro, should already be a deterrent. It doesn't matter if it's a thrill or not. What are we doing here? And this is Silky, who has a bunch of friends. You can go to the track with 5, 6, 7, 8 of your friends and race each other. Like, what are we doing, bro? Like, pattern up, man.
A motorcycle driver, right? Like, these guys are ripping 110 and they hit a pebble and it's lights out. They're gone. They're sons of anarchy. They're ascending. But when you're talking about, and they could just get in a car and it would be a lot safer. But why do they get in the motorcycle? Yeah, they're going to talk about like, oh, nah, you know, like the wind and you feel it on your body. It's the risk associated with it. So the risk of potentially injuring grandma in Silky's case is why people do it on the street. And like, you're on a track, okay, wow, you're going fast.
It's not an excuse,
Big
though,
deal.
bro. Like,
it's almost
what we
like
doing?
if he was going if there was nobody on the highway and he was ripping the same speed, he wouldn't get the enjoyment out of it. So yes, I completely understand. Or XQC's trying to make this logical argument of like, yo, just go to the track. No, the track is lame, okay? It's like when people are skating.
No, it's not about logical, bro. Like, what are we doing here, fam? Like, why are we acting like thousands to hundreds of thousands people's lives haven't been lost because of this exact act right here? It doesn't matter if it's lame. At the end of the day, people's lives are at risk and can be taken for no reason, bro. Like, what are we doing?
Right? Like, there's street skating and then there's people that just go to the skate park, bro. Like, what? Like, that's not the same. It doesn't hit the same. Or just wear a helmet. Like, yeah, listen, if I'm going to wear a helmet, I might as well not skate. Or people that are riding helmet while...
No, but the difference is not wearing a helmet while you're riding a bike or a skateboard is you're pretty much only putting yourself in danger most of the time anyway, bro. You're not going at 200 miles per hour and that... If you don't want to wear a helmet while riding, that one I 100% understand. My mum used to tell me to put on a helmet and that, bro. I'm like, bro, I ain't doing that. You get what I'm saying? But mostly in those type of vehicles and that, fam, you're only going at a certain speed. And realistically, if you get into an accident, you're only putting yourself in danger and that, fam. When you're now going onto, what do you call it? A flipping motorway or whatever and that, bro. I know you guys call it something different in America, but when you go into a motorway with how many different lanes and that, bro, and you're putting this person in danger and this person in danger and this person and this person and this person and this family and this child, the stakes are completely different, bro. So I don't care about it's not joyful and the risk isn't there and the thrill and that, bro. Like, what we doing, bro? So we're just gonna dangle people's lives and that, bro.
Bicycles are a little bit different. even though I've never
Not a lot different, bro.
worn a helmet with a bicycle, but I can understand people's logic because they're like, yo, you can get smacked by a car, by a truck, by any number of things, and it's wraps on a bicycle, which is understandable. But if you're street skating, or let's just say like skating at a school, because street skating, it makes sense. It's just, dog, skating is not the same. Skateboarding is not the same if you've got a helmet on. That's it. Like, yeah, it's protective. Yes, it makes sense. Nobody's trying to argue that. But the risk is what makes the sport cool. And that's all there is to it. So, yeah, we're not putting on helmets. We're not going to the skate park. No, we're going to the place where you're not supposed to skate because it's cooler there and there's higher risk associated with it. And the risk in that case is really just getting caught, quote unquote, versus the risk here is actually a lot worse because you're putting harm to other people. With like skateboarding, bicycles, the difference between that and a vehicle is you're the one that's going to suffer. And you're very unlikely to harm somebody else. Like you get hit by a car or a truck, that person's going to be fine. You on the bicycle or the skateboard are going to be the one that's harmed. So I guess I just went in a little bit of a circle, but yeah, this is how you come to decent conclusions. But the point here is that risk makes it more fun and more enjoyable. Now, to the Silky point, if you're going to do that, I disagree. I don't think people should do that. It is dangerous. But if you're going to do that, you don't do that on stream. That's brazen. That's almost like you're saying like F the world. And that's where...
Okay, so now I understand. So he's basically saying do it. Just don't do it on stream. Because I said that. Why would you do this on stream? But still, I would never do this though. Whether on stream or off stream. But if you are going to... Why would you do it? You get me? But it seems like Yazeen's saying, I'm cool with it though. As long as you do it off stream though. Which is crazy to me, bro. Because like I said, you cannot control the variables, bro. Once you put in other people's lives at risk and that, fam, I don't want to hear that, oh, it's not fun or that. Like, I don't want to hear it, bruv. You could potentially kill someone.
It gets to like... Oh,
if you want to throw your life away, calm, but now you're putting other people in danger.
What are you doing? Because we saw Jack Doherty crash his car in real time, and his videographer was hurt and all of that. And Silky, he tries to come at XQC and says, what a bot. Bro said I was pushing my car past its limit. I was going 70 in a 65 with minimal traffic. LMAO, dog.
That was not minimal traffic.
Come on now. Even if he was going 70 in a 65, which I guarantee he was not, swerving in and out of lanes like that is not allowed. In this one clip, as you can see all the red lines down there, I can see about 10 to 20 cars, bro. Like what we do in minimal traffic, bro. It's illegal. And it's dangerous. It doesn't matter what speed you're going at, it's dangerous. Because you're cutting people off left and right. I wouldn't put anyone's lives at risk for a dopamine rush, gang. Okay, well, XQC...
You literally did. What the? I'm surrounded by idiots. XQC is the only one, and if XQC is the only one talking logic in a video, that's crazy.
He responded to this, and it was a humiliation.
I mean, if he's gonna call me a bot and then spew some shit about how I'm wrong, and he's incorrect, I mean, dude, I will have to defend myself. I mean, come on, bro. You're gonna make me be a narc right now, really? You're already on 107. I mean, you're already, bro. Listen, I don't want to be a narc. You're already going 107. Bruh. Listen, I know this is gonna go up. It says 110 already. I mean, yo, dead ass went to 115. What is that? Is that 118? Listen, I would do anything. I know I'm not capable of it at risk. You're gonna hate this take, okay? You're gonna hate this take, okay? But no seatbelt not only puts yourself at risk, and you might think it's only you at risk. And hold on, maybe I can even educate somebody today. You're putting all the other passengers of the cabin at risk because your body will wobble around in the cabin, and you're gonna hit somebody. And sometimes you can be more deadly to somebody else than you were to yourself by how you can cause them damage, and also to yourself, collateral damage. Even though you land safely in your car, kind of, whatever, your organs aren't. They're wobbling in your body, and they might rip and tear and damage themselves and cause you a lot of harm. Yo.
Now, he's putting me on.
And the point is, what do you mean putting you on game? Isn't that flipping obvious? This is what I'm saying. Anyway, what was I even about to say? Yeah, the fact that Silky would go onto a camera, basically commit a crime on camera, and then come and try to defend that crime by something that he know it's not, bro. Like, why would you even do that? Now man's out here fully exposing you. Like, just keep quiet if anything. Like, I don't get it. Man commits a crime and then speaks on the crime that we literally saw on camera. It's in 4K, bro. There's no defending it, fam. Like, what we doing? Make a choice.
Damage themselves and cause you a lot of harm. Yo.
Now, he's putting me on game here. This is some new stuff that I'm learning. But he's really, really into cars. I remember when he bought that. I think it was like the McLaren. He had bought a McLaren too. And Silky tries to argue and he gets caught out immediately, going to 107. Like, how do you get caught in 4K on the timeline like that? So much so that Silky deleted the tweet because XQC responded to him with a question.
Yeah, I'm gonna go commit a crime in 4K and then go speak on the crime and try and make it out to something that it's not actually. But we can literally see the crime on camera. Like, what the hell is wrong with you, bro? Pattern up, man.
Mark with the screen grab from his own video where it shows him going 107. And the interesting part is that he puts location Mexico, but you see the signs and it shows the highway that he's on and it's south. And he's on the 101. The hell is this? This guy's on the 101 in Los Angeles going south. Right 3 lanes. So if he's on the south, that means he's not in Mexico. So I don't know what the hell is going on here with that whole Mexico thing. And it even shows that he was going worse. He was going like at 115 at certain points. And then XQC gives an even deeper dive, which this guy's own car is snitching on him because he's got the newer car. So the newer car turns red when you're passing the speed limit.
Chat, what is that 89 at the bottom? What does that say? Chat, what's that 99? What's that in red? Is that the speed? 99. What a bot. Bro said I was pushing my car. I was going 70 in a 65. Yeah, 63 in white. See that? Like, dude, 63 in white. That is the speed that the traffic is going. The traffic is going 63. This is.
And this is the other thing. You don't need detectives when you have the internet, man. Literally breaking this ish down frame by frame. Exactly what a detective or a police officer would do. Crazy.
Traffic speed. And then acceleration. Look at that.
Hey, we got entrepreneurial police officers and detectives in 2026, man. Chat to them, bro. Idiot youths.
Okay. And it was straight red.
But yeah, I don't need to see anymore, man. I don't need to see anymore. XQC was the only person that was talking sense. I don't want to hear anyone chat about, oh yeah, the thrill, oh yeah, the this. Once lives are at danger, bro, all of that goes out the window, fam. If you want to harm yourself and only yourself and you know 100% only you will be harmed if something goes wrong, cool. As soon as other people's lives are in the mix, bro, young, old, whatever, bro, all of that fun, it's not as fun, risk, it's not as risk, all of that goes out the window, man. It's your boy and Jazz, I'm gone, and every people.